Speeding, move so feet, I'm bleeding. I can never fumble like defense. Going hard for my sisters. Hurry up, take my picture. Heels hurt, I got blisters.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 20.
We back locked in, Mike.
Allegations of Mary using her power as the first lady to get what she wants. But Meredith is fine with that. Exactly. Meredith has a lot of the same.
Yes, sir, Coach. You're gonna be proud of this defense we put together.
You don't need to accept it because I'm better. That's what comes across to me. People like just have faith in knowing what I say is true. I feel like that's what we're doing this year. So what are we gonna do?
2nd and 8. Now a give here to Pollard. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Play action. Now Wentz. Open that is Roman. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He bailed me. He bailed me with the roughing the passer.
At the 46-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I'll take it, Bake. I needed that early season. I got to see how Wentz do. I know better, though. I know I got to throw that away with Wentz.
On play action, it's Wentz. Open man is Uzelli. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go back to Pollard on second down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Wentz on third down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up fourth down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I don't understand. All the stats you said was this is doing good. What's so hard about that?
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals.
Yeah, Khalil out there.
Got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Cohen. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Away 60.
It only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fake the give. Now Wentz.
Carson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. offense. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Punt rules, got to punt it.
Just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers. C.J. Uzomah. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
She's weird. I'm so focused on conversation. I've had enough of one of that.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So the Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year. Tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's a touchdown, Washington.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I want to thank all of you for to our
On play action, Wentz. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, they wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Wow. Thanks, lady and servant.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. That's complete right side to Lazard. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Four yards remain for second down. And again, it's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. T.J. Watt charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
What happened between last night and today? This morning's... Well, our apologies, not sincere. I'm telling you that. You just don't have to live with them.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They got away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him.
Mary, I'm not interested in going to your church.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked with someone else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
It's not about me. Let's just...
Here's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. Devontae Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So up comes Wentz. He and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Because you don't want to
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here hauled in by Cup. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
I can't speak for somebody else. I don't control what anyone else does. That being said, I do want to apologize to everyone for screaming and yelling, acting like a complete lunatic yesterday. I was hurt and all that. That's what I want.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Trey Flowers picks him. 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Prescott off play action. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. And at this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you would benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Pollard. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
It's interesting. I'm trying to just still decide for that. When Lisa apologized to me later on, she told me that somebody told her that I said her house was ugly.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Where do you think she got the idea of slept with Howard?
Maybe it's projected. I don't really know. I mean, I don't know. Seth and I have been very honest. We've had moments where we dated other people. We've not taken
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Washington on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Who do you think is more
They go back to Pollard on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Meredith had nothing to do with the Feds knowing where Jen was on that day.
I don't believe that Meredith was at the FBI, CIA, whatever his final rule. Let's crack this code.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Yeah. 2 minutes.
Amanda Fitz said during the airing of last week's episode, you tweeted pictures of 4 different snakes. For those in reference
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I definitely am not a fan of reptiles, but I do think that the behavior last week warranted a snake photo.
Number one question for you. We're going to get into your reunion outfit in a few minutes. Do you have a feather fetish?
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep playing it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I sure did.
Now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, it's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 64 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Yes, fashion, R.I.P. Terry Mugler. Give it to Beyonce, she can do no wrong. Fashion.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
All right, we're going to leave it there. We'll come right back.
Now here's Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be...
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. How are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blow.